Alright, we're back. For some reason, it has started us down here, despite the fact that the game does regard us as having already had several key conversations. Alright? We've already had, like, for example, we've already talked to him.
Dr. Reid, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Yes. See, all of these things are already marked out.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm
Despite,
sure we'll talk again soon.
despite the fact that we had we ended our last playthrough over there. Alright, now, what I'm actually going to do is, before I move on, I'm going to investigate this side street, because we do have other things. Oh, look at this. Okay, Price's shop. And she's got loot in a shop. Okay, well, we'll have it.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reid, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
That I will do. Alright, before.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Interesting.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Indeed I have.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reid, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Okay.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Yeah, a little bit thirsty. Just a little bit. Just a tad. We're not going to take her out, but we're just looking. Just looking. Don't worry, don't get nervous.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reid.
Okay, I think we're done here. There's not that much to her, but we do have to do this.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reid. Take all the time you need.
Alright, now she has aluminium, sorry, we're in Britain. All kinds of aluminium, like everything. Alright, I don't know that I need any of this stuff, but, alright.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Right, now this door obviously is going to be locked.
Good evening, sir.
I probably have to kill them to get the key. I don't want to do that.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reid. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reid? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
You actually look like you are a grown-up, but you're dressed like a kid.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. but I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Okay. Healthy. Meds 2.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
Okay.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
A little bit jealous, maybe?
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Yeah, I know all about those. Meds level 2. I think I checked that before. Okay, life in London. Nope. Personal.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
You'd be surprised. You would be...
Goodbye, Carol.
You would be absolutely surprised how many men
Good evening, sir.
are looking exactly for a girl child that needs them to take care of them. It makes men with certain insecurities feel needed when they feel useless without something to protect and watch over. Believe me, a girl like that would get swallowed up. Girl like that would get absolutely swallowed up in a place like this. Alright. Oh, we're taking him. Nope. Oh, he did. Got him. A little bit of loot from him. Let's scout around the corner. Yep, there's a fire executioner. Fire executioners are not that bad. It's the poison executioners that are tough. Alright, so I want to sneak up on this guy if I can. No, I can't with that priest there, so... Nah. Alright. No, I want to get him. Gun. Got them both? No, not really. Not yet. Alright. That took a lot of my blood, but that's okay. Now, we were here. Alright, we are here. Now let's take a look at where we're at first, because I don't want to accidentally go someplace I don't need to be. Alright. I'm trying pretty much to stay in one neighborhood. Now, who's that? Is that a thing, or is... No, that was just fire. Okay. Okay, I was thinking I could go through there, but I can't. Alright, so... Now, there's something up in there. I gotta figure that out. but I really want to investigate this as well. But keep in mind, we're looking for, there are some missing people out here. So that's kind of why I'm doing every nook and cranny over here. It's necessary. Oh, whoa. Okay. Didn't expect that drop. Now, where's this going? This is going back where we came from, alright? What's this? Oh, look at that. Did not expect this at all. Alright. Did not expect this at all. Okay, so there's a way up there. And so here's a place to rest, and look how many XPs we have. We are going to do the level up, but not before. Okay. Gold. Alright. We'll just pop our head in here because... Alright, now we're gonna that watch is not worth that much. It says it's expensive, but it's really trash. We leveled up all of this. So we're at full level 5 on this thing. That's all the way leveled up. We don't need to level up any other tools. This is our only other weapon. It's already level 5 that we care about. We do have this. That's already level 5. The only thing I could think of to level is to level a two-handed weapon. You know, that's the only thing I could think of that I might want to level is if I get a good two-handed weapon, but I'm not crazy about any of these. I would wait for something that starts off as good. Before I start working on any of that, I would wait for something that starts off as good. And I probably had something that was good and gave it up. I'm not gonna worry about it. So we're gonna go and see if popping out the second door over here gets us someplace else. I think it does. Well, it's not really someplace else, but alright. Okay, well we got rats, so take a rat.
I have this thirst for blood.
Come on, come on.
This is despicable.
Not really, it's actually pretty nice. I need another rat. Okay, there's an unknown entity over there. Okay, we've been here. Did I explore everything there was to explore over there? I think I did. I'm gonna double check. I don't know if the fastest way to go is this way, but I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, it probably is faster going this way. Alright, so where we're gonna go, see, I don't know if I did this, and I don't know what's the way to get here. What I'm trying to do is trying to figure out how do I get here. Alright, so I'm headed this way. I'm up here. So is the way I'm trying to go, is that this? No. Alright, so I'm gonna pop over here. And I may have already been there where I'm looking, but I'm just trying to be thorough. Alright, yeah. So it's down here. This is what I was looking at. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking at. I have been here. This is the way. This just leads back to Whitechapel. Okay, so that's fine. I have no need to go to Whitechapel. Although, just getting the door unlocked is worth it. Okay, now. So I believe I've explored everything there. I did. I came through here already. Yep. So we're just gonna go back up. Now, what is this? I just went by this. I didn't go in here. Is this the mansion? Yeah, this is Dawson's mansion. Alright. I think, no, because it's showing me Dawson's mansion is over there. Okay, this is weird. Is this Dawson's mansion? Alright. That may actually be Dawson's mansion. Alright, if it is, I don't want to do it yet. I want to finish exploring the area. I have to finish exploring the area. Alright, that's nothing over there. Because if that is Dawson's mansion, yeah. So there's a thing about this. When you're talking to pillars of the community, which Dawson is, you have to get all of the hints about him from talking to other people, or you don't get all of his dialogue options. And not having all of the dialogue options when you go to face a pillar of the community can be an absolute disaster. You gotta get all of the hints first, because if you don't, it's a disaster. Okay, we were here before, alright? So where was this guy? We saw the dude in the turban, right? We saw an option. We saw an indication of a person, and it was the dude in the turban. Now, where am I? Am I back? Yeah, I'm back here. What I'm trying to do is get up here. Alright? And...
It seems violence and madness are now contagious.
Alright, so we're going around the back way. Alright, so this may be what we were looking for. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're down, but we've got this. Here we go. Now, is it lootable? Is this area lootable? I've got a thing here. It's locked, so I can only do it if I kill it.
A song in the dark, the whispers of a sun.
Okay, the crime of lost knowledge. Vampires are dangerous, deadly, vicious sometimes. This is a fact and I won't deny it. And that's precisely why we must understand what they are, sometimes who they are, in order to achieve a better mutual understanding. Do you remember the interview with Titus Flavius Josephus, conducted by one of us in 1548, when he finally encountered the creature in Spain? Do you remember how each of the very carefully chosen words expressed by this vampire warmed our heart each time we read them? For they were all extraordinary windows to a past of which we only have glimpses. Well, this Titus Flavius Josephus is no more, since the Vatican's hunters destroyed him a few weeks ago, and with him vanishes unearthed treasures of knowledge about the pillars of our civilization. This is a crime probably as heartbreaking as the killing of an innocent life by a vampire. This is exactly why the path of the Guard of Pruin is as criminal as it is barren, for each time they successfully conduct one of their methodical hunts on the old vampires of England, instead of carefully and respectfully approaching them, they destroy a part of our common roots with the immortals. They wipe an opportunity. The concept of a great hunt is a crime, for it blindly kills words and thoughts. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Taltree. Okay. Okay.
Jonathan Reid. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Taltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Okay.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Yeah, I probably will read it, though. Now, he's healthy, and his mesmerized level is 5, okay? Anything else? Let me see, because I don't have a lot of money and he charges for this, but we'll see.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Okay. Do I have 150 shillings?
Perhaps later.
Okay.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Okay. He has a hat on his table. I'm not sure how the hat fits over his turban.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
Okay.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I would rather not know.
Okay. That's the only way to close it out.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Okay.
She could have survived as a vampire. If only she had given me a chance to explain. If only I could have found the words.
Not all vampires accept their new condition. Since suicide is impossible, you have to find a way to get someone else to relieve the pain.
I could have saved her.
No, Jonathan.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Okay.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Okay, he is healthy and I have maxed him out. Okay, that's everything I need from him, I believe. That was personal. Okay, and that was life in London. Alright.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to
Yeah, let me
read.
take a quick look at my inventory because I need to see. Yeah, I have enough to get one reading from him. I'm gonna go ahead and take one reading from him because I really don't use the money for much else.
Good evening, Jonathan Reid. Can I help you in any way?
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The hunter, a good heart in disguise. A liar willing to help for real. An armed man unable to strike.
Okay. Alright.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind.
Alright, so that wasn't quite the hint I was hoping for. So that's, we would go to the Sad Saint. And not Woodbred, where's Thornton? Throgmorton. Let's go. Okay. There's still a hint locked. Alright. Okay. And I need to go, what am I looking at? I'm looking at Louise Tisdale. Where is Louise Tisdale? Louise Tisdale is sick. I've got to find her. I've met these last two. So is Louise Tisdale is the one I found in the sewer, right? So I gotta find out where she is above ground now. Before I sleep, I have to cure her. Right? Before I sleep, I've got to cure her. Alright, so that's that.
Of the sun,
Alright.
so many signs to interpret.
Alright. Now. So the question is, do I go for Louise Tisdale before I enter the mansion? That's the big question. And, okay. That is the question. Alright. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this particular episode. I will thank you now for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.